Hello everyone, welcome back to another session on Cisco WebEx. In this video, I am going to show you how you can conduct online class using Cisco WebEx. Actually, in this video, I am going to give you very basic information about conduction of online class so that the beginners who do not have much exposure to online teaching tools can understand it and conduct their online classes easily. As you know, to conduct online class, you will need three basic things. First, you need to have your WebEx account. Second, you have to schedule your lecture. And third, you should have PowerPoint presentation ready. So in previous part, that is in part 1, we have already seen how to set up your WebEx account and how to schedule a lecture. Actually, we have three options to schedule our lecture in WebEx. That is WebEx meeting, WebEx training, and WebEx event. Here I am using WebEx event to conduct the lecture. Since I don't want any disturbance during my teaching, however, student will have opportunity to ask questions through raise hand facility during my session. So in this video, I am going to show you how to conduct a lecture using PowerPoint presentation, how to highlight content on PowerPoint presentation while teaching, how to share a reference file during the session, how to share video during session, how to have interaction with the students during session, how to mute or unmute microphone of all the students, how to record the session, and how to end the session. So let us start. So before you get into your WebEx account, create one folder. Put all the files in that folder which you want to share with your students. Say suppose you want to share PowerPoint presentation or some PDF file or anything you want to share, put all in one folder. So here I have created one folder which is WebEx lecture. Here I want to share one PowerPoint presentation, one PDF file. You can see here one PowerPoint presentation, one PDF file. Then I want to share one video during my lecture, and then one welcome message is there. That means whenever the student will join your class, they can see the welcome message. Now this is my PowerPoint presentation file from which I want to teach my student. This is another file which may be required during my presentation, say for referring some values, or it can be an IS code which we have to refer while explanation. And also I want to show one video. So what I will do, first I will open all these files one by one and minimize it. This is my presentation file. This is one reference file which I will need. Then this is one video. So I will minimize this. Now this much preparation is fine. Now you can sign in into your WebEx. So you can click here. You will get the screen like this. Sign in. Then use your credential, username and password, and sign in into the Cisco WebEx. Once you sign in, you will get the page like this. So this is a dashboard. So basically here you can see your name, your page, which is called as personal room page in WebEx. And if you have set up the session, you can see the list of upcoming session or upcoming meeting, upcoming classes that you have set up with your student. So you can see all here. These are all the meetings, events, trainings which you have set up. Now you can see here at 2 p.m. I have scheduled one meeting or schedule a class, introduction to indeterminate structure. Now you want to start this lecture. So you can click on start button here directly. Otherwise, there is one more option. You can click on this classic view. WebEx event and then site event. Here you can see what are the events you have scheduled. So on 2nd August, I have scheduled one event, introduction to indeterminate structure. So you can start from here. So now in this case, let us say I want to start this event. Please remember that suppose you have scheduled your lecture at 2 p.m. Then you should start the event, that is click on this start button 15 minutes prior to the scheduled time, so that student can get a time period of 15 minutes for joining or overcoming any internet connectivity issues. Or if it is your first lecture, even you can start half an hour before the scheduled time, so that student will get sufficient time for joining your lecture. Now, once you click on this start button, you will get this page. Initially, you can see here a microphone icon. You can mute or unmute the microphone. Here you can see video icon. You can switch on or switch off the video, turn on or turn off your video. I keep my video off. If you want, you can keep it on. Actually, the students feel more comfortable when they see their own teacher. So you can keep your video on, okay? But till all the students join the class, you can mute your microphone and make some initial necessary settings. So till the student join the class, you can share your welcome message. So I will start this event. Now let us see how we can get that welcome message. So you can go to File, Open and Share. So here on desktop, I have a folder which is WebEx lecture welcome. So open this file. So student can view this file when they will join the lecture. Okay, let us say now the students are ready and I am also ready to start the session. Now while setting up our session in previous part, we have already selected mute attendee upon the entry. So except yourself, nobody can speak unless you permit them. So now I am ready to start the meeting or start the class. You can see here participant. So you can check here currently how many participants are there who have joined your class. So currently there is only one attendee. You can see here attendee 1. So view all attendee. Total participants are 2. One is presenter and one is attendee. So view all attendee, you can see the name of the students here, list of the students here. So since I have joined this meeting from my mobile phone, I can see my name here. But when the students start to log in, then you can see the list of student at this place. Now you can see the series of control buttons here, all the icons. As I told you earlier, this is for microphone. You can turn on the microphone or turn off. Then this is for video. Now I will turn on my video. You can see here a small window. You can close this window. So you can see small window here. You can shift this anywhere you want on your screen. Now I will close my video. Before you start your lecture, if you want to record the lecture, then you can click on this recorder and you can start the recording. This is a share button from where you can share your content. Then this is participant. If you want to view the participants, you can click on this button. And this is a chat box button. Now everything is ready, and now I want to start my lecture using PowerPoint presentation. For this, you can click on this share button. So share content icon, which is here. Remember, now here, if you click on this screen is not visible to the student. Unless you share the screen, it will not be visible. So you can see here the files which you have already opened. So this is my presentation, PowerPoint presentation, which I want to share. Then I want to share one Acrobat PDF file and one video file. So all we can see here. So now to start with your lecture, you can start your PowerPoint presentation. So click here, share. Once you click on this, you can start your presentation. So now you are sharing your PowerPoint presentation with the student. So before you start your lecture, first you click on this record button here. Actually, it is good practice to record your session because not every student will be able to join the live WebEx session due to some or the other reason. So if you can record the session, then after that, when the session is completed, you can share that recording to your student. Now you can see here, once you start sharing your PPT, the position of control button is now shifted to top. So now you can start teaching from your PowerPoint presentation. Now, while teaching, suppose you want to explain something on this slide, you want to highlight something, then you can use this button, you can use this icon which is here annotate. Click on this. You can highlight anything. You can change the color if you want. If you want to write something, you can click on this text and you can write here. So you can explain this slide with the help of this pen or pencil. Here there are two options, pen tool and pencil tool. So you can use any of these two and you can highlight the portion. You can erase this by this eraser. And then you can close this by clicking here. Now suppose you want to show your student second file, say to read some value from IS code, then you can click here, go to share, then share application. Our file is a PDF file. So you can search here for PDF file. Click on that file. Now student can see this new file. Now you can explain from this file and then you minimize it. Now suppose you want to show the video file to the student which you have already copied in presentation folder, then again follow same procedure. So in this case, again go to share application, and here that is VLC file. So I will open this and you can start your demonstration. You can start the video, you can explain the video to your student. So in same way, you can also share your computer screen to the student if required through this share option only. But be careful while sharing the screen. When you use share screen option, then the student will be able to see whatever that you display on the screen. The student will be able to see active window which is currently open on your computer. So be careful when you use the share screen option. Now you can minimize this screen. You will be back to your original presentation. You can share your computer screen through share option, share my screen. Okay. Now suppose while teaching, student have any doubt, then they can raise the hand. Now from my mobile, I am raising the hand. Let us see how we can see that on our screen. If any student raise the hand, then you can see here a small red dot on this participant menu. If you click on it, you can see here, you can check who has raised the hand and then you can unmute that student. Then you can have the discussion with the student and then again you can mute him. After that, you can ask that student to lower the hand, otherwise you may get confused. Or there is one more way to allow the student to ask the question only at the end of the session. At the end of the session, you can unmute all the students and have the discussion. Let us see how we can do that. Now suppose I have finished with the presentation, then click on this stop sharing icon. Stop sharing. You will get this screen. Then click on participant menu here. From here you can unmute all the students. Here there are options mute and unmute all the students. So you can unmute all the students and you can have the discussion with the students. So this is what all about how to conduct the basic online lecture using WebEx platform. So that's all for now. We will learn about few more WebEx features in next video. One more thing, how to end your session. Now to end your session, you have two options. Go to this file menu. Here there is an option end event, or simply you can click on this cross. So you can end the event. So I hope you will find this video useful to start with your online classes. I hope you all will be able to schedule your lecture and conduct the class online. Actually, we need to use multiple online tools for effective teaching learning process, because somebody may feel comfortable with WebEx platform for online teaching, and other may feel that Google Meet is easy, or for communication with student, for sharing some PDF file, etc. You may feel that WhatsApp group is more easy. Similarly, for sharing assignments and various YouTube links, etc., someone may feel that Google Classroom is more convenient. So there are so many ways to communicate with your students. Sometimes for setting the online test, you may use various tools like WebEx, Google Quiz, or TestMoz. TestMoz is also very simple to use, which is basically designed for quizzes only, which is accessible on the internet. You can create an automatically graded test easily using TestMoz, and that is for free. Also similar to Google Classroom, we have online teaching tool called Edmodo. Edmodo is a free and secured educational learning network used to provide a simple way for teachers to create and manage an online classroom. Similarly, it is similar to the Google Classroom. In Edmodo, students can connect and work with their classmates, teachers, anywhere and anytime. So actually, you have many options for online teaching learning activities. In upcoming videos, I will show you about all these tools. Use whichever you feel more comfortable for you. So stay connected and stay safe. Wish you all the best and happy learning. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much.